everybody, it's me, Stacey from Scrapbooking Made Simple here with Saturday with Stacey YouTube number 188. I am back from Germany. I am back from CHA. It is wonderful to be home. It was wonderful to go. I had so much fun and I saw so many new amazing things. At CHA, if you watched that live from CHA coverage, you saw potential new vendors coming to the store and good friends that have been part of our store since day one, and product that's just magnificent. And then if you followed me in Germany at Creative World, well, I was overwhelmed with the beautiful product in Germany from companies that we currently do business with, but then a whole bunch of companies that we're just going to be starting with, fingers crossed, hopefully. A lot of the manufacturers we went with in Germany are not big companies. They're like us. They're small and independent and mom and pop and the husband and wife run the show. And we related so well. Even though sometimes there was a slight language barrier, it didn't matter. We got along famously. And I want to give a big shout out to those manufacturers who took the time to meet with me in Germany. We were in and out very, very quick. And they understood that I had a limited amount of time, and they embraced the idea of exporting to the United States. Some of them have never exported to the US before. We'll be the only place to have it. So for them to give us even a consideration, even a thought that they would want to do business, just warmed my heart. So beautiful product. And it will take several months for everything to trickle on in. Not everything's going to be coming soon. Some of the manufacturers are so small that it'll take them 3 to 4 months just to produce our order, our opening order. So, and I get that. I can't ask them to move any faster than they can. If I ask my customers to work with us and do their best with our shipping time frames, I stood right there, and when they told me could be 3 to 4 months, I said, perfect. Let me know, no rush. And the relief on their face, because I know they didn't want to lose the order, but I know that they were afraid to tell me how long it might take to ship. And when I said, no problem, easy peasy, the relief on their face was so wonderful. And the big smiles came over because I know that they were nervous about that. But don't worry, it gets here when it gets here. It's all new to us, so I'm just excited that they even wanted to open the door to possibly exporting to us. Now, those live from CHA and live from Creative World are still up online, so if you want to look at them, go right ahead. However, we've picked all the winners for everything, so it's too late to post a comment. Sorry. But we do have winner for the last YouTube I did, which released right before I left from Germany. And also, I just want to say thank you to everybody who posted. I'm not going to cry. I'm just going to whiz right through this because I don't have waterproof mascara on. My uncle passed away. I was literally on the plane in LAX. The plane had just landed, and I turned on my phone and ding, 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 ding. And you know that's never a good thing. So while I was still sitting on the tarmac at LAX, I was notified that my Uncle Dickie had passed away, and it was hard. And I posted about it on Facebook, and just all the outpouring of love from you guys has been amazing. And I can't tell you thank you enough, because you are my family. My family it used to be like this. Then it got to be like this. And now, but family isn't just about blood, and we are family. I know who you are. I relate to you. I'm inspired by all of you, and the fact that you watch me is just, I still just don't believe it. But we're friends now. We've come too far. You know too much about my life. We've come too far not to consider ourselves friends and family. So thank you for all of your well wishes, and I appreciate it. I read every single one of them. I truly do. So today I've got an oopsie YouTube, and I'm going to explain what I mean by that after I read the winner chicken dinner from last week. Okay, so last week I did my own die, Simply Defined. It was Here Comes the Sun, was the collection of Simply Defined. I have to say it slowly because I'm not allowed to sing it, copyright infringement. Here Comes the Sun was the collection and my brand new must-haves dies, a whole new collection that's going to release every other month. This month it was the ovals. Next month I'll have, or in January so far, March I'll have another shape for you. May I'll have another shape for you, and we're just going to continue to build on that. There'll be 6 shapes of the must-haves A4 dies this year, and of course you know, you don't need a plus machine to run my must-haves through. A standard Sizzix Big Shot machine, a Big Kick machine, a Vagabond machine, a Sizzix Vintage machine, a Sizzix Fabby machine, they will all work. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, well, you must go watch the video about the must-haves. It's a whole new concept and for us, and I think based off of the reaction of everybody, I think you get it and you understand what I'm trying to do. So winner chicken dinners from last week are going to win that must-have die. So hopefully if you already ordered it, you've got somebody to share it with and give it to. But I do have 2 winner chicken dinners. Our first is Vicky Rustad. Hello, Vicky Rustad. You must have the new must-haves from Simply Defined. You are getting the oval set, the very first one in the collection that just released. And you're not alone. You've got another winner chicken dinner, and it is Emily Haynes Cooper. Congratulations, Emily Haynes Cooper. You and Vicky are going to receive the must-have die in the mail. I hope you love it. I think it's great. And if you don't have a die cutting machine, that's okay. Have a friend. You must have a friend that has one. Go cut a bunch of them with her and share. So congratulations, girls. What do you have to do to claim your prize? Easy peasy. You go to scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Underneath our logo is winner chicken dinner, a link. You click it, you follow the directions, and you will receive you send us an email, and you'll receive an email back saying, yay, we got your email. And just as soon as Dale has time to get prizes out, she will get them out to you. Wow. Congratulations, girls. My must-haves, I was so nervous about them, but so very excited, and I can't wait to show you what February Simply Defined is going to have. The kaleidoscopes in the back. You're finally going to hear the story of the kaleidoscopes. And I don't want to say have Kleenex, but I probably am going to have a little Kleenex next to me because I cry at the coffee commercials and the Hallmark commercials and the puppy commercials and just about anything else. So now today we have a little oopsie of a YouTube, and what I mean by that is that I found a product that I loved, and I really wanted it, and I wanted it to YouTube, and it's in from the UK. And I bought it sight unseen. I didn't have them send me samples out beforehand to play with. I just knew this company and I knew it was going to be great, and when it got here, it was. But then something happened, and it came to be known that perhaps some of the product was defective, and my heart sunk. Their heart sunk. Nobody wants to put out a product that isn't absolutely everything that they hope it will be. So and I bought a lot of it. I bought a lot of it. So I said, what are we gonna do? And I said, I can certainly send the shipment back. I said, but I can't sell it. I just can't sell it. And they said, no, you're gonna give it away to your customers. They said, there's about 10%, maybe 15% of the total of the product that's defective, but there's no way to tell which is good and which is bad without opening every single one. And we just can't do that. It would ruin it. So that means that there's 80 to 85% of the product that's perfectly fine and is going to be fabulous for all of you, but we still can't sell it. So we're going to give it away. Now, I had paired this YouTube with a brand new product from KaiserCraft, a brand new product that only Scrapbooking Made Simple may ever have, at least for quite a long time. We are the only company that will be carrying their new colored pencils. Not watercolored pencils, but colored pencils. And these are a wax-based pencil that are creamy and rich in color, and the depth that you can get from them, and the quality that they're made. They're not your dollar store colored pencil or your Walmart colored pencil. They're the quality you would expect from KaiserCraft, and at a price that I think is awesome. So The product that we have that is an oopsie product came from Trimcraft, which is First Edition is one of their brands and Dovecraft is one of their brands. And I'm going to show it to you, and I'm going to show you exactly what we were going to be doing and what the make and take is going on downstairs right now. But I'm going to show you a couple different ways to get it, because you're going to receive some of those rolls for free if you purchase the KaiserCraft color pencils. There's just no other way I could figure out how to give all of this away for free. You know, how do you send us an email? What? So it was just best when you buy a colored pencil set, you're going to receive some of the rolls. I think with up to 3 rolls, depending on which colored pencil set you purchase. But hey, free is great and it works beautifully. And even the rolls that are slightly defective, I'm going to show you how to make them work, because all you really need is an eraser and then they're fine. So I'm going to tilt down today, and I'm going to be showing you the colored pencils. I'm going to work with some Memento inks. I have got coloring books from Sizzix and from KaiserCraft that I'm going to be working with, and the samples are fun and pretty and easy, and I think you're really going to enjoy this. So I'm going to put my glasses back on because I have to see what I'm doing. I'm going to say hello, hello, and I'm so glad to be home from Germany. It was good to go, but it's good to be back. I'm going to tilt down and we're going to get started for today. All right, you guys, down we go. Bye. All right, I think that's pretty good. I'm going to, nope, sorry, wrong way. Tilt up just a little bit and show you the make and take that's going on downstairs. So this is the product that has a little bit of an issue. Cute card though, huh? And I think I'm going to start with that first. So what is it that we're working with? Well, we're working with a roll of washi tape. Look at how wide it is. It's not your standard 1/2 inch roll or 7/8 roll. It's much wider than that. And there's 15 meters on each roll, which means there's over 15 feet of washi tape on here. The difference with this washi tape is that it's Color Me washi tape. So here's the butterflies. We just did 4 rows of butterflies so I could show you different ideas with it. But it's Color Me washi tape. That means that you can make it whatever you want to make it. It can be blues and purples or greens or pinks or just plain. You're not committed to any one color, which is what I like, because I struggle sometimes with washi tape, because maybe you just need a piece this big, but you have to buy a whole roll. Well, if you get to choose what color it is, then you don't mind buying the whole roll, because you can make it anything you want. Now, this is how the washi tape comes. And what is the problem? Well, the problem is that eventually on some of the rolls, the sticky sticks on the side that you don't want it to. So there's a little bit of adhesive on here. Also, when it closes up, it's difficult to see where the end is, where you need to start peeling back again. So what I recommend is that when you get it, see how I made a little tab here? I made a little tab. So what I did is, let's say I needed this piece. And I went ahead and I put that just down on a piece of white paper. Then if I'm done, if that's all I'm going to use, I'm going to pull a little bit off and I'm going to fold a little bit onto itself just to create a little pull tab. That way, next time when I need to pull some off, I know where to stop and start. Much easier. And again, you're just going to pull it, but you can kind of hear how tacky that is. I've pulled one of the rolls that's a little more tacky, and I can feel the sticky on the tape. But does that mean it's bad? Heavens no. Take an eraser and you just kind of erase the gummy right off. And then poof, you're back in business. That's the whole extent of the defective part. And it's only on about 10 to 15% of all the rolls. but the rolls are sealed. So it's impossible for us to go in and open them and see, this one's good, this one's bad, this one's good, this one's bad. So Trimcraft, the manufacturers of the brand Duffcraft, said, just give it to your customers. Let them play with it, let them enjoy it. And I so respect them for doing that. They could have had me send it back. They could have asked me to destroy it, because a lot of times when a product is defective, it gets destroyed. And they said, no, you know, if you can make it work, if you can show your customers how to use it so that they'll enjoy it, just give it away. So that's what we're doing. Woohoo, kachoo! That's a happy day, right? Okay, so with that understanding, I'm gonna show you how to use it. And the very first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play with memento markers. I'm gonna play with some memento markers, maybe even a little bit of a purple. And I have just got my memento marker. It's a dual tip marker. We use Memento inks all the time. It is our go-to ink. This is a dye-based ink. So it absorbs into paper rather quickly, and it's perfect for stamping. I could take a stamp and color a stamp and stamp it. But what I really like most about the memento markers is we use them as an oops pin. So for every memento marker, there's also a full-size pad, a dewdrop pad, and a re-inker. So you get a whole family per color. And what I mean by oops pad is if I was taking a stamp and inking my stamp up and then stamping it down, and I missed just a little space, it didn't get a great stamp, I could take my memento marker and I could, with either side, the bullet point or the brush, I could go in there and fix my little mistakes so I don't have to restamp everything, because the colors match identically between the marker, the re-inker, the dewdrop, which is the small little size, and the full-size pad. There's about 36 colors of memento, and if you have an ink pad of memento, you should absolutely have the matching marker. It will save you a lot of heartache when you're stamping and it's just not coming out right, and you don't, sometimes it just is a little dot, 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 and all of a sudden the stamp's perfect. But if you don't have a pen in the exact same color, you'll be able to tell. Now today I'm gonna take it and I'm going to color some of my butterflies. And you really have lots of options. You can absolutely go in there and just color. Go right over the top. And literally just color. So here I've made this one all one color. And the ink sits right on there and it dries fairly quickly. But now I have changed my butterfly from just plain, I've added a little bit of a yellowy orange to it. Just that simple, easy peasy. But I could do more if I wanted. I could go in there and if I really wanted, I could color each individual little section of my butterfly in all sorts of different beautiful colors. And really get very detailed with it. Let's add a little bit more up here. And I could leave my background entirely white and have those butterflies really, really pop. So now I've got another butterfly. And all I did was color it with my memento marker. I could go in and color some of my flowers if I wanted to. It's up to you how much of coloring you want to do and how much you want to leave as what they would call a negative space, a white space. And put a little bit of my yellow in there. So you get the idea. It's basically a coloring book in washi tape, allowing you to decide what it is you want it to look like, depending on the layout you're making, the mixed media you're making, and it doesn't have to be Memento markers. You can use all different kinds of markers on here. I probably would not use my Copics. If I was going to do this, I probably would use a Sharpie over a Copic, just because in case you didn't get all the residue, should yours have it on there, I just probably wouldn't use my Copic markers on there. But it's a whole lot of fun, and it's very, very, very easy to do. And it's just about coloring. Now, if you want to add a little something something to it, you can take those same Memento markers and you can blend some of your color, because it doesn't dry right away on your flower. So you can blend some of your colors, because it doesn't dry right away. It dries fairly quickly, but not instantaneously, giving you enough time to go in there and blend some of your colors. So I could do a little bit of yellow here and a little bit of yellow here, and pull in a little bit of the darker color here and here, and then go back with my yellow and push that in and blend. Easy peasy. So how did I do that again? I did a little bit of a yellow, so a little bit of a yellow, and then I'm going to take my marker and I'm going to color on the outside of that yellow. So I've colored on the outside of that yellow. And then I'm going to pick up that yellow one more time, and I'm going to kind of blend those two colors together. And Memento markers that normally don't blend, blend now. And it was just that simple. So I always keep a white space just so I can run my marker clean, which means I get off the extra color that I used. And once the marker goes back to its normal color, it's good to go again. But how simple is this? So I could take a little bit of my red and a little bit of my yellow. So I've got my flower started, and then I'm just going to take that yellow and kind of make it right into the red. And wipe it off, and let's get some yellow in there. And pretty much instant presto, it's blended. Maybe just a hair bit more red. Go right back over the top of it and just add a little bit more red and dot that out. So simple. It's up to you what you want to do. You've got Color Me washi tape, but that's not the only way to use it. What if I wanted to blend the whole thing? Let's say I took my yellow and I put a little bit of yellow here, and I just colored, let's say I wanted the entire background to be this yellow, this orangey yellow. Not a problem. You just color it to the color you want it to be. Maybe you're doing a pretty card and you just need a layer of something on that card, but you don't want too much to it, so you just actually color the entire thing the one color. Sure, you could do that. What if I wanted to blend the colors? What if I then wanted to add some of the red? Now I take a little bit of a sponge, a makeup sponge, and I blend them. Now I'm kind of patting. I'm not so much rubbing. I'm patting. And let's add a little more yellow over here. And I'm patting them into each other. And I'm just making a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful blend. A little more red right here. And I'm just patting. And if I wanted a little more orangey up here. So now I have colored the entire background of it. Yum, huh? Woohoo, ka-choo on that. So you can just color, or you can color the entire background. And with the memento pins, or several other pins, any kind of a dye-based pin, you're going to get the same effect. And if you want to darken the color, then go back in and add a little bit more and kind of pat it around. If you want to lighten the color, then lift some of it up. But how beautiful is that? And I did that in no time at all. But what happens if now I want to go back and actually color some of the butterflies? Just take your memento marker and go right back over the top of where you wanted to color. So now not only have I blended the colors to do the entire background, I can then go back on top and add some more color, so maybe the butterflies, just a few of them, pop a little bit. Crazy easy to do and beautiful and fun, and you just take colors that make your heart happy. A little bit of blue, a little bit of purple, maybe a little darker blue over here. Oh, wrong side. A little bit of darker blue over here, and then you take a makeup sponge. Walmart. Well, you can't necessarily get your water or your color pencils from Walmart, because you want to really, you'd like to get a quality that you can not only afford but is really lovely. You absolutely, positively, without question, can get your makeup sponges. The dollar store for makeup sponges. And you just go in there and kind of pat it around and move it around. And it doesn't dry right away, so it gives you time to get in there and play with it. It gives you that time that you need to get in there and play. Oh, isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? And then of course I would cut it and use it on something. I frankly think it's easier to put the washi tape on a piece of white paper and go in and color it, because then you can go off the edges if you need, and then cut it out and tape it down to whatever project you're doing. I find that to be easier than getting it on your layout or on your card base and then coloring it. And what happens if you accidentally go out a little bit? So this gives you a little more option to kind of smush and mush all your colors around without worrying about, are you outside the lines and now you've drawn on your beautiful card. And I just think they're very, very fun and really super easy. And you're just smushing that color. And where you want to add a little more depth, you add a little more color. If I wanted that center to be a little more purple, I could just add more purple. So I just scribbled right on it. No rhyme, no reason, just scribble. And then I'm gonna pounce that out a little bit. And now that butterfly is going to have even more purple to it. So now it's even a deeper, richer purple. So you've got several ways of using it when you're using markers. But then you also have colored pencils. And these are the KaiserCraft Artist Colored Pencils. You know KaiserCraft's brand. You know that they only put out a quality product. The only gel pens we carry are the KaiserCraft gel pens, and that's a reason why. The colored pencils are a wax-based pencil. It has it's not, I don't want to say it's a thick tip, because when you get them, they're sharpened to a blunt edge. And they did that for a reason, to prevent breakage. But you can certainly sharpen them with any pencil sharpener you want. And the pencil, the actual wax-based pencil, is glued all the way down. So you're not going to have to worry about dropping it and it sliding right out, or if you have a problem when you're sharpening it, losing a huge chunk of your pencil. They are, I would say they're higher than a standard craft colored pencil. They absolutely are. The quality is without question there. And it's easy to see. It's easy to see the quality. I'm going to scoot this over for just a minute. And I'm going to bring over, well, let's play with this one. This is a coloring page out of one of the KaiserCraft coloring books. And I guess one of the things that's important to know about colored pencils is how hard you can push. You can get a very light color with them. Just a really light, pretty color with them. Or with quality colored pencils, you can build that color and get a much heavier color to it. It's about building that color. And then what's important is that when you rub your fingers over it, it doesn't smear, it doesn't go everywhere. There's not lots of little balls of wax coming off the pencil. That will tell you the quality of the pencil, and it doesn't move. They're smooth, they're creamy, they're luxurious, and they're affordable, which is important to me, and it's important to KaiserCraft. So when you're coloring with them, you can start down below kind of a little heavy. You can absolutely get in there and get it a little bit heavy. And then as you work your way out, you can lighten how hard you're pushing. And you can get some depth and some dimension on what you're doing. And you can go back right over the top of it. And you can play with more than one color. But the idea is that you can add some depth and some dimension to your coloring and just by using a pencil. And then when I rub it, nothing comes off. That's a little bit of lovely. Gosh, I could sit here and I would color for hours. I absolutely would color for hours without question. So I could do my whole flower. And some people like to start at the top. They like to add a whole little level of soft color. They like to come in and do the whole petal soft. It's really your technique. It's your art. What do you want to make of it? They'll come in and they'll color the whole petal just a beautiful soft shade and get that foundation color down. Then they'll come back and layer their color on top, their darker color, and add that depth and dimension. But it's just done with pencils. I'm not using any mineral spirits or Gamsol. I'm just playing. And then add the depth and dimension. It's really, really pretty and really very simple. So when we're doing the washi tape, it's the same thing. I can color the entire thing pink if I want to. It really is up to me what I want to do. So if I want to have my entire background in that pinky color, I can go in there and color it pink. Now, did you see what I did? I first went one direction, and then I'm coming back and I'm going in the opposite direction. And that's just going to allow me to fill in the color so that you don't necessarily have lines going one way or the other. You kind of want to come in a couple different ways just to make sure you've filled in all the color. And I could certainly color my whole thing. And I could also go back in. I don't know if I have a pencil dark enough. Go back in and layer down more color just like we did with the memento markers. You can do the same thing here. Layer down more color if you want those butterflies to pop. All with pencils. So pencils, one, they don't make a mess, which is kind of nice. If you're working with young crafters, sometimes a marker can be a little bit of you're a little nervous, but the pencils, they don't make a mess. And you might as well start them off with a quality product so that when they're coloring, when they're playing, what they've finished is absolutely beautiful. And because you're sharing them with a younger crafter, you're going to be using them too. So you want to start with something that gives you a beautiful finish. And I think that when you're crafting, sometimes you can kind of cheat and get away with using things that are not very expensive, that you can find at the dollar store or Staples or Walmart. But then there's other tools that you go to that you really want to have maybe not the nicest collection of or the most expensive collection of, but you want something that you can be confident in, that will stand up to the test of time. And that's kind of how I felt about both Dovecraft, the Dovecraft brand from Trim Crafts, is that's why I bought the washi sight unseen, because Trim Crafts makes quality products. If you know their first edition paper pads, they're stunning, they're beautiful. Their first edition dies are beautiful. And their washi tape, it's beautiful. Nobody ever expected it to have a problem. Nobody did. Why would we? They didn't. So when it came back that there might be a little hiccup, they absolutely did the right thing. But I wanted to bring you a quality product. Same with the pencils, whether it's the 12, the 24, or the 36. You get beautiful colors and you're able to do so much with them. We have the coloring books from Sizzix. Do I have one open? I don't have one. Do I have one open? Yeah, I've got Paris open, I think. We've got the coloring books from Sizzix. which are just darling. And whereas using a Memento pen to color these, if you're just going to color a solid color, it's okay. But if you want to be able to do some of that shading and that shadowing, and you want to use just a pencil, then the KaiserCraft you're gonna be happy with. You'll notice online, we don't sell a lot of colored pencils. We're kind of picky about what it is that we sell. And because I want you to be successful with it every time. Gosh, this goes on so smooth. Holy smokes, artichokes. This just goes on the Sizzix paper so fabulously smooth. I love coloring. I love pencils. I love pens. I love markers. And then let's add a little bit of dimension to it. Just add a little bit of oomph to it, just down at the bottom. Just with a pencil. It's fabulous what you can do. With just a pencil. Okay, I want to sit here and I just want to color. And then I could take another color and I could do the underneath ruffle in a different color. Oh my gosh. And I could just have myself a heyday. The paper on the KaiserCraft coloring books and the paper on the Sizzix coloring books are stellar. We don't carry many coloring books either. You'll see on our online and in our store. We carry very few companies that sell coloring books, and by George, there's a lot of coloring books out there on the market. And that's because the coloring books all start with what kind of paper is it on? If it's not printed on good paper, no matter what kind of tool you have to color, it isn't going to color well. If you don't start with good paper, no matter how great your pencils are, no matter how great a colorer you are, it's going to never be just wonderful. It's going to be okay. But if you start with great products, you end up with even a better finished. Are we loving it? Oh my gosh. And that's because you start with quality products. You start with, well, we're giving away the washi tape. We're giving it away when you buy the pencils. And it's quality product. 85% of you are going to get rolls that are just absolutely 100% perfect. But we can't go forward knowing that there may be some problems. So if you buy the pencils, you're going to get some of this for free. And then if you love coloring, really the Sizzix coloring books are just absolutely stellar. They're beautiful. They're a little bit smaller format than the KaiserCraft coloring books. Here's the Sizzix, here's the KaiserCraft. But again, the KaiserCraft, they make a beautiful, beautiful paper. It colors beautifully. It just glides right on. Easy peasy. I'm just putting down a very light coat of green just to get some green in here. And then I can go back and add a little bit of my darker color. I think I'm on something. A little bit more of my darker color. Yeah, I'm definitely on something. And build that color up and pull that color out. Just with a pencil. That's all we're using is a pencil. So you get the shadow, you get the mid-tone, you get the highlight, all with a simple one pencil. That's it. Then if you want to go a little bit further, Of course, my new favorite thing, my Nouveau glitter accents, which dries literally like that, you can put on top if you want to add a little bit of bling to your butterfly. So now you've made a glitter washi tape in the exact same color that you needed for your card, your project, and you're blinging it just a little bit. And yeah, I just use my finger to push it around. And yeah, it really does dry like that. It's instant, it's fabulous. This is the only time that we're able to use this kind of a product, when it dries this fast. Otherwise, to use a standard Stickles or something along that line, it just takes too long. This will be dried in under a minute, under 2 minutes. And if I wanted to, I could take my washi tape and not add any color at all, and just add some glitter to it. And make it a pretty glittered washi tape. I hope that comes through. Don't know if it will or not, but it's so fun and so easy. Just to add a little bit of pop of something, something. See, that's already dry. A little bit of pop of something, something. And of course, you can always put this on your paper as well. So the idea was to bring you this fabulous new Color Me washi tape from Trim Crafts, and it's their Dove Craft brand, and to show it to you and say woohoo kachoo. And I think that we've done that. I think that we have shown you several different ways of using it that is absolutely woohoo kachoo. Thing is, you're gonna get it for free while supplies last. So if you love the pencils, if you want a quality pencil that you can be confident in, that you can color with, that is going to do a beautiful job in each and every time, we love the KaiserCraft. We do. We love everything that they make. They've got the 12, the 24, and the 36. They are all going to be on a YouTube Yummy. And with the 12 pack, you're going to get 1 roll of washi. With the 24, you're going to get 2 rolls of washi. And with the 36, you're going to get 3 rolls. There's 5 different styles of washi, and you're just going to get 3 different rolls or 2 different rolls. There's just an assortment. We're just going to pull them and send them to you. Some of you may get the butterflies. Some of you may get the flowers. Some of you may get, who knows? You get what you get. It's a free gift from Trim Craft and Scrapbooking Made Simple, because there's no reason not to play with this. It's too much fun. And with a simple eraser, if yours is a little gummy, you just erase the gummy right off and go forward and use it. And don't forget, it could be a little difficult when you start to peel. You kind of got to get it peeling, and then grab the whole piece and kind of peel the whole piece. That way you don't have let's see if I can do it with this one. I want to avoid this, where one gets further down than the other. So I really want you to try and get it all lined up. And once you've got it all lined up, if that happens, then you start peeling it all at the same time. Because that may happen. Don't worry about it. You got 15 feet, at least. If you only get 1 roll, then you start peeling it like that. Put it down on a piece of paper, tear off what you need. Sticky. Put it down on a piece of paper, and then the other little piece, pull it up a little bit, fold it over, and make yourself a tab. All right, now I have got stunning samples to show you. First off, we've got the 3 different packs of the artist pencils, and we are the only store online, in store, anywhere in the United States where you're going to find these, quite possibly for a very, very long time. We're thankful to KaiserCraft for getting them to us. It was a big endeavor on their part, And we're proud to be able to offer them to our customers. I'm proud to be able to offer these to our customers. We also have the coloring books from Sizzix. And the coloring books right now are on a Sizzix Super Saver. So there's, gosh, I don't know, 5 coloring books, 6 coloring books. We have 6 coloring books. The coloring books retail for $9.99. They're on sale for 50% off if you buy them individually. So if you love this book, the one that I was playing with, the one that did the cute little dresses, this is the Paris Hipster Doodles. It's normally $9.99, but it's on a Sizzix Super Saver. We're the only store in the United States that gets Sizzix Super Savers monthly deals with Sizzix, where selected product is between 50 and 60% off. So if you wanted just one of these books, it's going to be $4.50. No, $5, $9.99. It's going to be $4.99 for one, for the full coloring book instead of $9.99. And there are 6 different coloring books. We have 6 different coloring books this month that make up the Sizzix Super Saver. However, oh my God, is that beautiful? Oh, however, if you buy the I Want It All bundle, and it comes pre-bundled just like this, instead of 50% off, you take 60% off. So you still get all 6 books, but instead of $59.94, your price is only $23.98. You're taking 60% off. So if you buy them individually, they're 50% off. But if you buy them like this in the I Want It All bundle, it's 60% off. So we have that for you this month. We will have all the fun coloring books from KaiserCraft. And I can't even begin to tell you, I want to say maybe there's 20, 25 different coloring books. And they're on sale to go with their KaiserCraft colored pencils. And then of course you're going to get the washi tape for free if you buy the colored pencils. But I want to show you some samples of the washi tape. Now, we're doing the make and takes down below. And we've got different make and takes for every table, different colors for them to choose from. So all the different washi combinations that we're using. Look at how pretty is the green. All done with the Trim Crafts washi. So pretty. But then we wanted to show you some fun other things. Here. I don't know where we found this little water cup. But how cute is this? If you were doing party decorations and you filled it with little M&Ms or little, I mean, this is just one of those inexpensive little paper water cups that we've put the washi tape around and colored it. Sitting on the table filled with little Jordan almonds for a little shower or a party of some sort. Perfect. Went to the dollar store. How cute is this? It's the little pail for Easter. Same thing. We just ran the washi tape right around it and colored it. Again, how cute would this be on a table or at a little kids event? And the kids can even color this. You can get the little buckets from the dollar store, cover it with washi tape, give them some pencils and let them do it. And then, oh my gosh, if they did a little Easter egg and they put the little Easter egg in there and they gave it, I just have ideas. And we did use a little bit of glitter in there to make it go pow. And because you're getting 15 meters, it's 15 meters, so that's, gosh, is it 15 meters or 5? It's 5 meters. 5 meters to end up to be about 15 feet. I think it's 5 meters. Yes, 5 meters is a little more than 5 times, so it's a little more than 15 feet. And you're getting it for free. This does not take a lot to do. So darling, isn't that so cute? Then we did the little pot. Oh my gosh. Okay, so then you put their little soil in there and you push the little lima bean seed down in there and you let it grow in their own little pot, and they've decorated their pot with some pencils and some the washi tape. How cute is this? Think of all the things you can do with it besides using it for card making. Wait, I have more. You want a cute little bookmark? How darling is that? You want to make cute little bookmarks? Easy peasy. How cute is that? And because it's wide, it gives you that width that you need to be able to accomplish that. So cute. Look at the little bookmark. Yvette did double, so she did two different styles of the washi, the Color Me washi, to show you. You can do whatever you want. It's yours. It's ready to be colored. It's ready to add your zhizh, your style, whatever it is that you're working on. You get to bring this to the table and add it to your projects and add it to your mixed media and add it to your layout and make darling little bookmarks. But I'm not done. Again, dollar store, inexpensive little vase, washi tape, little bit of Simply Defined seam binding ribbon. Done. Super cute for table decorations. Great little gifts for a boutique. Put a cute little daisy in there for Mother's Day. Done. How simple is that? And again, it has a lot to do with the width of the washi tape because it's not as narrow as most. It's about double the size, giving you the opportunity to really add a bold, fun pattern around a simple, inexpensive dollar store glass vase. But I'm not done. Look at the clipboard. So we took a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, taped it down, glued it down, sanded off the edges, and then ran a strip of the washi tape straight down and colored it. Clipboard. Think of all that old paper you have. How cute are these? These, when it's back to school, I want to say these were $1 at Walmart, $1. And then run your washi tape down. We blended the colors a little bit and then went back in and painted each of the butterflies. Markered it, you don't even want to say painted. Either we used the colored pencils or the memento, but we just went right back in. How cute is this? This makes a lovely gift. If you're doing a boutique, very inexpensive, pretty little pin up there, and what a lovely idea for a spring boutique. Fun, fun, fun. Then we have samples of the Sizzix coloring books to show you. Are you ready for these? Ho ho. What do we think of that? Beautiful. So they've taken coloring books to the next level. It's not just about coloring it, it's about what do you do after you've colored it. And we've had a whole YouTube on that, how to take them out of the coloring book and make something with it. How cute is that? Take a page out of the coloring book after you're done coloring with it, and let's do something. Let's make something with it. You don't want to leave that beautiful artwork in the coloring book. You want to share it. Again, just pencils. That's all this is the pencils. Just colored pencils. And you can feel how smooth they are, and they don't move. After you've put them down, they don't smear, they don't move. They're lovely. Lovely. They are a waxed-based product. Again, pencils. Pencils. And taking a piece of the coloring book out. How lovely is this? Oh my gosh. How fab is that? Just beautiful. Actually, Fussy cut out some of the coloring book to pop on top. And then this one again. Beautiful, isn't it? Who wouldn't like to get a thank you card like that? And you can do this. You can do this. This is not difficult, and it's totally achievable. And then last but not least, taking it and framing it. Putting it on the wall, giving it as a gift. It's your art. It's what you created. You have to sign the back of it though. If you give somebody a gift like this, you have to sign the back of it because you are making art. So we have beautiful products today. We have an oopsie with the trim craft, but it's an oopsie that I think most of you are going to be very happy with, being that you're going to get it for free with the purchase of the pencils, and you can play until your heart's content. And again, that's only while we have stock. You don't have to add anything to your cart. We've already made the listing that shows that you'll get 1 washi tape with the 12, you'll get 2 washi tape with the 24, and you'll get 3 washi tape with the 36. Yes, they're all on a YouTube Yummy sale. So the 12 is $16.99, but that's not the price you're gonna pay. I think you pay $14 and some odd cents, plus a free roll of washi tape. They're all on sale. The coloring books are on sale. The Sizzix Super Saver is going on for 50% off, 60% off. You really can't go wrong with it. I am going to tilt on up and I am going to say, I'm going to tilt on up a little bit more and say, I think for an oopsie YouTube, this is pretty awesome. I think that once you get that Color Me washi tape in your hands and you start playing with it, you're going to love it. And hopefully the next shipment that comes in doesn't have any problems whatsoever and you'll want to reorder it. But for now, it's free. I can't thank Trim Crafts enough for making the generous offer and not destroying it, because so much of it is usable product. And the ones that aren't, just take your eraser, erase the little gummies off and color. I want to give KaiserCraft a big old shout out for allowing us to sell the colored pencils here in the United States. We're the only place to find them. We're the only place you're going to get them. They are a truly beautiful product and are an affordable product. You can have 12 colors and just make stunning things. And then Sizzix for the Sizzix Super Savers, wahoo kachoo. We have those every month, and it's always minimum of 50% up to 60% off the selected Sizzix assortment every single month. But once that month is over, so is that month's Sizzix Super Saver. You can't go back and buy it again. They go back up to full price. And when we're talking about almost $60 worth of coloring books for under $24. Open them up, give them away to your friends as gifts. They don't need to know that you only paid $4 for them. Don't tell them. It's okay. They'll make great stocking stuffers. They make great kids gifts. You got a lot of coloring going on here. So it is me, Stacey, Scrapbooking Made Simple, with the first oopsie YouTube I've ever done, but a lot of gratitude to the manufacturers for helping me get it done. All right, where are you gonna find all of this really great product? You're gonna find it at scrapbookingmadesimple.com under the YouTube's Yummy category, scrapbookingmadesimple.com under the YouTube Yummy category. There's a link in this YouTube for you to click if you wanted to go take a look at everything. And if you want to have a chance to be a winner chicken dinner, just post a comment on this YouTube, and if it's kind and polite, I'll approve it. It can be about anything you want, your kids, your grandkids, your work, your husband, your wife, whatever makes your dogs, whatever makes your heart happy, as long as it's polite and kind, I'll approve it. And then you go into the running, and maybe next week you'll be as lucky as Emily Haynes Cooper and Vicky Rustad, and you might hear your name, and I bet they're going, ah! So it is me, Stacey, from Scrapbooking Made Simple, everybody, back from Germany. I will see you next week. Bye.